Good.
And you said
That was a hard one, though. I happened to find out later on through the grapevine that the guy that he got his fucking drugs for was working as a CI for you guys and Brown County. So I've had a hard feeling. I mean, I can't even talk to certain cops and shit like that.
Right. Oh, that's too
I'm
bad.
mad. Like Kathy Yelk is one of them. She's 20 years. She's been a fucking narc. The guy that my brother got his stuff with, working in 2 counties, and the worst of the worst, he's getting put back on the street.
Wow.
Kathy Yelk, 20 years she's been a narc, and she put more people in the ground for fucking kids than shot. She's out to get 20-some charges for stealing guns and all that kind of shit. And people like me got to watch these people walk, knowing what they're putting on the street.
Yeah.
I want to talk to the chief. I want this shit settled. But I'm telling you, I'm an unreasonable fucker.
Yeah.
It took me 2 years to temper myself down to where I could almost talk to him, but something has to be done about that. Because I don't know how long I can put up watching this shit, because I watch buddies of mine who say something stupid on the internet. They get $10,000 fucking bail, and then I watch another person, my neighbor, for 2 months look out in the backyard, there's cops with their guns drawn in my backyard, shit, trying to arrest this fucker.
Right.
And he kept getting away. Colin Campion.
Sure.
The one.
Yep.
And he kept fucking getting away. He's out again. He's a snitch as well. Do what you do.
Yeah.
But now he's out. This is my home.
Right.
Get it? This is my fucking home. If I have a problem with any officer or any person, I can walk away.
Yeah.
If I'm in a store, at a meeting or whatever, but they're coming to my house again because of his fucking ass, and he got charged with fentanyl, they reduced his bail to $500, and now I gotta put up with the circus and the fucking shit with him like that.
Right.
I got this close to Granger's face. It's not good, Granger. That was trying to fucking try me, bitch. I was mad as hell because all this time that this shit was, and had he touched me, it would have ended well for one of us.
Right.
And,
yeah, I get what you're saying. I used to work in the drug unit many years ago, and I always had a hard time with it. Where, like you're saying, these career snitches.
Put them on a payroll.
You know what? I always would. My concept was, hey, I'll use you one time,
please,
and then that's it. You're done.
Please,
yeah,
please.
that would be nice.
People like me, I'm trying my best to make amends with all the ghosts of the past, anybody that's treated me wrong.
Right.
Channing fucking beat the fuck out of me one night. Lost the video, of course. Forgive me. Whatever, it happened. But when shit like this is happening,
no,
I can't.
Right.
Somebody's got to do something about that.
No, I understand.
But anyway.
Yeah. Have you talked to Lieutenant Remaker before?
No. Because I couldn't. Because I was too angry.
Okay.
And I'm tempered enough that I could talk to him, but I won't take any nonsense, and that's just it.
Right.
You don't put somebody on the street for 20 fucking years peddling their poison, the worst of the worst, because they keep putting the shit back on the street. That's how they keep getting caught.
Yeah.
Don't. That's wrong. You're part of the fucking problem. And my brother's dead because of that. And he is. It's because of that shit. We found his drugs wherever, but don't believe it's the service. And then every time I do this shit and I start trying to bring shit up, I get a couple of cops that sit there and go, oh, he's just starting trouble. The fuck if I am. If I was going to try to start trouble, I'd start trouble a long time ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. I'm actually trying to pull myself back, and I'm looking at from your guys' point of view and all this kind of shit. Yeah. It has to stop. It's going to stop one way or another. That's all I think.
Yeah, it's a very gray line, that's for sure.
No, it's black and white. You don't fucking keep putting them back on the street. That's why I say I have trouble with Brandon. Don't fucking talk to me that way, because you know damn well what the fuck is right, what the fuck is wrong.
Right.
There's no gray line. It's either pregnant. It's like being pregnant. Either you is or you ain't. Either you're part of the problem or you ain't part of the problem. You're putting these fuckers back on the street for 20 years, time after time after time after time. You are part of the fucking problem, and I hate. Not hate. Whatever. More than a lot of the people that are actually pushing the poison, because now I got to worry about my fucking neighbor who's got a free pass. He comes to my garage. He'll be out tomorrow because he's a snitch. Right. My old lady says, did you lock the door? Did you put the bar on the door? If you look at, this kind of shit now,
Yeah.
and because he's got a free fucking pass, I got to worry that much more. And who do I have to thank for,
Right. No, I get it.
Man, I'm fucking mad. And that Granger, had he touched me, had he grabbed me, and he could have. He could have got me for a disorderly conduct. Had he grabbed my fucking hand, please. He may shoot. They end up shooting me one day or something over this stuff, because when it gets that personal and he says something so stupid like that,
Right.
doing my best, man.
No, I hear you.
Got me taken care of.
Battle to the courts too.
Huh?
Bail. You get the court system's no better.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
a lot of it.
They lowered it. They lowered his champion's bail to $500. Then he got arrested for driving. The day after he got released, he was out the next fucking day again.
I'm surprised. The driving police here is
Yeah.
holy shit.
So we keep a close eye on bail hearings. Like he's saying, it's a big concern. Like you're saying, we're frustrated as you are, because we'll arrest a guy one day before we can even get the report done. They're back out, and they don't even call them bail hearings anymore. They call them release hearings, more or less saying, "Hey, what's it gonna get? Oh yeah, I know you've missed many times and you've done a lot of crimes and you're bad for public safety, but
No but.
then
anymore.
they're back out and we're dealing with them."
If you guys ever want to build a bridge back to the community, that has to get done. You have to stomp your foot down and say, I don't give a fuck if I'm losing my fucking job or whatever. I'm not going to let somebody else fucking die. I'm
Right.
going to take a fucking stand.
Yeah.
So if somebody like me is going to have to take a fucking stand, then I'm in no position to take a stand, because I'm not one that's dealing with this shit. I'm carried around for years and years and years, and it comes out at the worst fucking time. The
Right.
Ranger, he tried some shit with me, and he tried to set me up, and actually got the charges dropped and all this shit. And battery. I've been 2 years. I've never heard fucking well, I take that back. Fuck out a lot of people, but never had a charge.
Right.
I managed to conduct myself like when shit wouldn't happen at the bar. We'd lock the fucking doors and we'd handle it, and we'd open the doors, when shit got done.
Yeah.
But please
No,
do
I agree.
something. I mean, this is an opportunity to talk to somebody about this.
Sure.
Have to. It's getting to a head now, because there's a lot of angry motherfuckers out there. In trouble in our neighborhood because of the cancer guy, and all the ones here who lost faith. Lost fucking faith. You guys want to be straight for a second?
Here's what I'll say. You lost faith. You want to know what we think?
No, I get it. But what do you guys? I quit jobs. I swear to God. Fuck you. You know what the fuck you're supposed to do. I'll walk off the fucking job. I know it's a good paycheck and it's all this kind of shit. And I don't want anybody to lose their job.
already
But you
have
almost
hard
have to.
times.
But
I
then the
get
fucking union
Yeah, we can't
do
do
shit
anything
like
like
the
that.
union.
But we do our job. Where it falls apart, if you want to know the God's honest truth, is over at the courthouse.
Yeah, things fall
Probation
apart.
won't even lock you up for non-violent offenses or drug offenses. No, I know you said the stuff you did back at the bar was a drop.
Yep.
Still a problem. That contributes to it.
No, exactly. I was a huge part of the problem.
So-
We pushed a lot of weight.
With that, nowadays, everything we do, you want to know what, it gets us down, our morale, because we send it over there, and then judges poo-poo it or nothing. Look at what an OWI fatality costs per life. What is 3.5 years?
Yeah, generally we'll get 3 years a sentence on a life. Yeah.
We get it. We're pissed.
I gotta run quick, but I appreciate you doing this with
Not
me.
a problem.
And I'll let you know what happens.
Okay.
No matter what. I'll be honest, if I have to euthanize it, I'll tell you. But the thing with that even is we gotta be careful because of the permits and everything.
Yep.
Certain people have to be able to do it. Like, I don't even know if I could do it. We have somebody that has a permit. I know.
Half tempted to just take them back with me and I'd rehab them a little bit myself, but
Yeah, it's a lot of work and I don't.
Don't worry, bastard.
Yeah.
you come around, they always do. Fucking raccoons, they keep the artery.
I'll give them some food and water and
Thank you.
we'll figure out what to do with them. Hopefully the DNR calls me back. So, all right,
So in your
thank you,
opinion,
sir.
What can we do with this court system? I mean, talking ain't gonna help. I'll get this close to their fucking say, I don't give a shit.
That ain't
Oh,
gonna.
yeah.
That ain't gonna help.
No, but
Well, public knowledge needs to be put out.
I get arrested if you public knowledge.
No,
you know what I
I'm saying.
mean?
No.
Oh, it would. Trust me. got a lot of connections or whatever. At All Things Manitowoc page, I got like 17,000 people in there. If I get arrested for something stupid like that, they're going to know and they're going to be pissed.
But what I would say is this: if you want to keep your ear to the ground, you should watch the bail hearings. Look at the charges. Raise a stink. You know, not get yourself in trouble.
I know.
Or like, knowledge is kind of key.
I'm very well versed on
You know,
laws,
and if we could teach society,
That's what I'm
society's
trying to
crumbling.
do. That's what I'm
Society's
trying to do.
crumbling. It
No,
sucks.
it is.
Schools, we had our SRO get punched in the face the other day with bloody nose by middle school. School nowadays should be a privilege. If you want to take advantage of it, it's there. If you want to fuck around and not take advantage of it, direct other people's opportunity to get the best education, hello. No, they keep carrying, send people back into classrooms. They send people back out on the street because, incarceration doesn't fix recidivism. It may not fix recidivism, but when somebody's incarcerated, they're off the street, they ain't victimizing you, and they ain't victimizing me. So there's a good spot for them. And then the other thing, too, the mentality is just property crime. It's just property crime. You work hard for your property. I've worked hard for my property. Someone steals your car, it's just a property crime. We won't chase for a stolen car. It isn't a serious felony. The only thing Manitowoc PD can chase for is if I could have shot you over there. But we won't, it's your car, but that's 6 years commitment you took to buy that fucking car, and some punk takes it, and then on top of it, because it's just property, bye-bye. You know, these kids get away with murder.
Oh, quite literally, actually, in some ways.
They get away with murder. Department of Human Services, hands-off approach, recidivism. You know, and in service, we've had conflicts with DHS where they've teared up because it's been like this. We try. Don't get me wrong. I can sit and bitch all day.
Yep.
You know.
At the end of the day, I want us and everybody to start supporting you guys because most of the bad eggs that I've had a bad experience with are gone. Every one of you guys now, cool. I've had zero issues with the new blood. Back in the day, when I was growing up and shit like that, this was shady fucking town. I know it. I used to live with the investigators if you want to know you, the detectives, but I know firsthand how shady shit can do. Times have changed. Now we could actually start working with you, but with shit like this that's happening, and you guys are getting the bad end of the deal because here I'm thinking that it's Remacher and the other ones putting people back on the street, but what you guys just said today, what are they supposed to do when they get put back on the street? Remacher probably isn't fighting for them to get put back on the street.
No, what he does, they actually try to send stuff through. They have a DEA agent that's kind of local that takes care of handle it. They try to send stuff through federally because they know there's mandatory minimum.
Yep.
Otherwise, they can get shit here.
All right. Somehow we got to start working together.
Like I said, public knowledge. People do what people get away with and what they release. It's already starting. You see it on national news. People get pissed.
Yep.
Like down in where was it? Not Brookfield, but where that guy drove through the crowd. Waukesha? Yeah, the Waukesha race.
Yep.
No, that guy was released time and time again. You know, and the other thing they use mental health is bullshit. Bullshit. It's a simple yes or no. When you were doing that shit over there, you knew it was wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're gonna get popped, you gotta face the consequences.
I
But now everyone wants an excuse for their behavior.
Nope. Exactly.
And trust me, what I say that this, I think it goes nationwide. I mean, I couldn't imagine being a cop in New York, but that type of stuff is bleeding into.
I think it's worse here, to be honest with you, because you guys have the burden of, we're big enough that family and friends overlap everything. Business, officers, courts overlap. In a larger city, you don't have that overlap. If we're friends, I'm going to give you maybe some special treatment. Or not friends, or
Put it this
whatever.
way, there's a guy who got in an accident 2 years ago. Got in an accident, hit a vehicle, ran. Got picked up, you know where we were? Waiting in the door still. We took him to the car street, we arrested him, and the car rolled over the run. So, to say that, no, I would say the smaller department had more integrity, if you want my honest opinion. We
No,
out shit.
Well, it can go either way. More integrity
I would
publicly there's a lot of shady shit that goes on behind closed doors, kind of. Like me. My shit, there's no bullshit, dude. Granger tried to set me up. There's no, he asked to take the chase. Okay, I got 3 guys jumped me in Michigan, almost killed me. My nose was this, they were bashing my head into a fucking tree. Granger and I don't see eye to eye. Until I speak my piece and I fucking told him off one day and he got mad because I was doing it live on Facebook when I was doing it. So he got salty. But long story short, they jumped me, almost fucking killed me. The neighbor said that I was helping because I seen him go and another guy go into the garage. And the neighbor said, I think Kevin presented a fucking robbery. Granger requested to take the case from the county, then turned around and charged me with misdemeanor battery. He gets a call from the guy's wife, and I have a letter for him to the DA saying that I think he's been charged with a felony. And they charged me with a felony, and I honestly didn't do anything wrong. I would tell you, I told you I fucking thrown both out of a fucking building, 15 years ago. I'm not bullshitter. So he turns around and spins it on me. So I spent a year in fucking court. 2 years I had that shit on my record. I looked like Charlie Manson if you looked me up on CCAP. Great bodily harm.
You missed the little tattoos.
Yeah, I could get one. And then bodily harm. That's the first thing people saw. In my field, I do a lot of internet stuff and business stuff. I like clean notes and shit like that. Businesses, they gotta trust me. They look me up. 2 years I got fucked because of that. Finally, when it came to the court thing, they said, "Don't worry, Kev. $25 fine. We'll forget it all." Fuck if you will. I can't wait to get that cop on the stand. I can't wait to get your witnesses on the fucking stand. Don't deny me that pleasure. Guess what? They dropped it the next day. I was excited. Don't fucking threaten me with a good time. So they dropped it the next day. So for a fucking year, and then 2 years I sat with that kind of shit. You want to talk about bitter? They finally took it off so I can actually converse. But when I had that shit riding on me, I got fucked. Completely fucked. So I was an angry motherfucker. That's when I got this close to fucking Granger's face. If you did that shit, that's fucking trying me, bitch. Fucking trying me. You knew better. Otherwise, if you did, something would have happened. And that's not a good place to be. You know what I mean? I didn't know I had that much animosity to him. I thought I was cool and collected with him now, but when he was right there in front of me at my home, going for Colin next door, he's like, "Kev, can we go through your backyard?" And I'm like, "Go ahead," but then all of a sudden he's like, "No, fuck me so bad." Then I exploded. I came out like an angry fucking Karen. But anyway, some of this shit is coming to a head. I've got another problem with another guy. I'm telling you guys, some of this shit's gonna end badly. Had you grabbed me that day, I'm telling you, I would not have responded to him. I would have dropped him quick and the other officers wouldn't have to respond. I know exactly how. 8 years of taekwondo, I can do it. Fucking, there's another guy that's in the worst position getting put in these things. People using you guys as their goon squad. They don't like the way you park their vehicles, you pull to the road. This thing, using you guys.
Calling at 6
It
o'clock in the
makes you
morning
guys look bad.
on a welfare check of a cat at 6 o'clock in the morning because they're sleeping in on a Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I get it.
They use you guys as pawns and shit like that. Like anonymous. Anonymous complaints should not be even given this side of day. If you oops.
So we have, as far as the bird goes, the bird is going to be taken out, probably the gravel pit out.
Okay.
Let it out, go out there. We can't kill it, do anything like that. We'll take it away from the city where people can get caught at it, and then it'll be released there. So there's no place to take it as soon as it's delivered. So that's the resolution we're after.
And you can't give it back to me now. You guys have possession of it.
I would
Just don't put yourself out there.
I'd like to. It's a shame the fucking thing is actually like that. I get it. Just,
Might rehab the shit out of them and everything, but
yeah, I mean, yeah, I just,
well, there's as far as the other shit is in, there is a bridge that's being built, but as soon as we start to fucking hammer and start building the fucking bridge, and stuff like that, they're down. We're gonna always have hatred towards each other in some respects. Again, hatred is a strong word, but we're gonna have animosity towards each other, police and citizens, especially ones that grew up with these motherfuckers in the past. Freelick and all these cocksuckers, Sweatlick, all these. Yeah, I'm telling you. Them guys, you guys have to carry that cross or that burden that they planted all that. But we're trying to build this fucking bridge, but every single time we do it, somehow, and here we're thinking that, the drug guy, great, remember her, is putting him back on the street. But if it's the court, I can get the word out of that. It's not you guys, it's more the court that's the problem. Because we're putting a blame where it doesn't belong.
okay, I'd love to see them. I'm sure there isn't a cop that would disagree. Pay some farmer handsome for a big chunk of land. Build, like Trump said, big beautiful prison. Big beautiful prison. Or jail.
Yeah.
And house the fuckers there. Here, at the city, at the jail here, it's so nice that people want to spend their time here.
They don't care.
We had one guy, we call his lawyer, he's from down south, asked if he could just do his sentence up here, because it's nicer.
Yeah.
Why should it be a pleasurable place? Why? Seriously. Why should you have access to some of the technology
Well,
they have
that
access
I'll give you now because we actually have some resources to do that with fucking Candyman, Seisman. Dr. Seisman, Candyman, was pushing all of his fucking shit, flooding the streets just like that. The Holy family knew it. I was preaching about that all the while that was going on. Nobody did a fucking thing. 2 East shut down. We had zero treatment.
They were building cases.
Yeah, but 2 East shut down
That's
as far as treatment. You fuckers took away all of our treatment options to get these people help, all the while they're cashing out with Seisman just going like this, making it rain fucking narcotics all over the fucking street.
Nationwide though, at the time.
I can't help nationwide, but I can sure as fucking,
Yeah,
I will follow the mayor.
They tried to get him and he got off. He went to court on it.
Yeah.
So he was found not guilty. And yeah, I get that. I mean, the sad thing now is the world is changing. Nobody has ethics. Nobody has morals. Nobody has respect for life. Just look at it. You know, like the abortion thing. I don't know where you stand, but when you have a baby and they want to abort it after its birth, fuck you.
Yeah. Yep, that's murder.
Just shit like that. Ethics, morals, all went down the tubes. And that's what's contributed to the downfall of society. With him, with all his drugs now, yeah, you can help people. But it's poor decisions that, you know, he was different. He was flooding the streets, prescribing cocaine and people like that. If you make a poor decision, take heroin or whatever, if you start to think it, you're probably not one to want to get, you may want help, but you're not mentally strong enough, you're not willing to take advantage of everyone and get yourself off of it.
In reality, though, I'll put that in check right away. That's not your place to decide or even have to judge that on, because I have one guy that came from Hostels. I don't know if you know Hostels or Rivers and shit. He was living with them, and he was willing to try to take a stab at it. Strung out on meth, he smoked more meth than I whatever take a stick at. One day he was like, dude, I don't know how much longer I can do that. If you want to fucking, if you're ready, pack your shit up, and he stayed in my shop for a while. Fucker's doing fine. He'll do it once in a while, and he'll tell me about it. That's why I gave him a shot, because he was honest. You can't teach honesty. You're either honest or you're fucking me. And he's like, dude, I took a couple of hits the other day, but that's it. He goes, and I'll tell you anytime I do mess up or do anything like that. And the fucking guy is actually amazing. Had he been one of
those aren't that common though. He wanted to do better. a lot of these people, they like the lifestyle. Or they may not like the lifestyle, but they don't have the ambition to pursue different stuff.
When you are, you know as well as I do, I expect, that when you're under the influence, you are in no condition to make decisions for yourself or others. So all the while they're riding that train, keep that in mind, that they are unfit. They're not making sound decisions. You don't have to argue. I hope there's one of the cops that don't escalate things. Caning is one of them. Caning is one of them that Caning could kiss my ass. Next time I see Caning, I'm going to be close to him and tell him off too. You remember me beating the shit out of me in a parking lot, unjustifiably losing the video? Remember that? Remember that fucker? And I'm going to say that to him next time I see him. And I'll be nice about it. There's nothing you can fucking do. See, that's right. He's a big motherfucker too, man. Ooh. I don't give a fuck. He dropped me like a ton of shit, dude. I picked a stone out of my head 2 weeks later because of that fucker. All because my passenger wouldn't show ID. He was like, Kev, I was driving a K9 squad car with a cat in the back, fully dressed. I got it from a prison down in Illinois. I'm an asshole, and I wanted to fuck those certain cops that day. So I drove that squad car, and he pulled me over in the Foley family parking lot. He wouldn't show his ID. Do I have to show him the ID? I said, I don't think so. I said, if you're just a passenger and all that kind of stuff, if you didn't, I said, I'm fully admitting to this, so I don't think you have to. Whoever his partner was, reached in and grabbed him, pulled him on the fucking car. No warning, no nothing. Let the beating commence. And this is no bullshit. I got no reason to do this. And they lost the video of it. Because the cop said, we have you on video from the start. Do you think your attitude had anything to do with the reason why things escalated? I said, absolutely. But you come up like a dick, I'm going to fucking meet you like a dick too. Because I kept telling him, don't be a fucking hero. As soon as his partner came, his whole attitude changed. He started getting a bad fucking attitude. I said, dude, don't be a hero. Quit being a hero. Don't talk to me that way. Talk to me man to man and shit like that. He kept talking down to me. So, fuck you then. You know? And pulled him out, beat the shit out of him. Caning comes around, pulls me out of the fucking car. My cat's running around the squad car. I did that K9 squad with a cat in the back and shit to fuck with. I get it, I pissed people off and he took it too far that night. But literally, you don't. You take your shit and you follow your fucking rules, man. Because that video got lost. I kept my mouth shut about it. You know, I served 39 days for my fourth OWI. You know, let them beat the fuck out of you. It would have killed a lot of people. I'm telling you what they did to me that night, would have killed a lot of fucking people, man. They tasered me for, my buddy said it was like a minute. I could literally feel, when you're getting zapped and you're playing games like this, your whole body, except for your heart, is still moving. And I could feel it stopping. And I'm trying to yell, you're fucking killing me. And it kept on fucking going. So that's why I have a problem with Caning, and I'm going to settle that one day when I get close to him. I ain't going to get physical, but I'll make a point of it. Hey, big guy. Hey, big fucker. But I can keep the wrong with the ones that do it now. It wasn't before. I lumped you all together. I hated all cops equally for a long time. Not anymore. I leave the wrong with the ones who did it.
But I get what you're saying, don't call it like an ass.
No, don't.
I've had people do the same thing, where I say the same thing.
Yep. Amen.
No,
Whoever drove 51, about 2 weeks ago, they responded to a call at Boost Mobile. That motherfucker deserves a pat on the back. That bitch came out of there with attitude. Head whipping and just yelling and shit. She's like, get in the car. I think in the cab or something. Get in the car. Finally got her in the car. She had 12 things to say, and she only said 7 of them, so she's got 5 more to fucking go. So she gets in the car, she keeps getting out, and then she drives out of Boost Mobile, and at any time he could have got her for disorderly conduct or any of that kind of shit. So she pulls up to the stop going the wrong way, and he turns around and he looks, he's like, you're driving the wrong way. He gets into things like, oh, there he goes, he's gonna get her for that. Nope, let her go and all that kind of shit. He didn't escalate it. Talked her down. He understood. He obviously dealt with it before. So perfect. There's no reason to escalate those kinds of shit. Those things.
I gotta make a call.
All right.
It was nice talking to you.
You too, sir.
You're saving the bird.
No problem. I only brought them to you guys. Your job is to save them.